This is the disappearance of Dorothy Arnold, part two. In part one, I talked about the day of the disappearance, and while her family started looking for her immediately, it took 6 weeks for them to notify the police. They were very wealthy and influential and wanted to keep things pretty quiet. But the press got involved, and Dorothy's dad kind of roundabout mentioned her seeing someone that he didn't approve of. He was talking about an older man named George who lived with his parents in Philly. He and Dorothy had told people that they were engaged, and they had recently secretly spent a week together in Boston. Dorothy had told her parents that she was visiting an old friend from college. And she actually did go visit that friend in DC for Thanksgiving a couple weeks before her disappearance. And she acted kind of weird. She arrived on Wednesday, spent Thursday in bed, and left on Friday when she was supposed to stay till Monday. And during that time, she received a package but didn't open it. And her friend thought all of this was pretty strange, but she didn't say anything. Over the next couple of weeks, everything seemed normal. And then she went missing. So, what happened? Dorothy's boyfriend George was in Italy when news got out about her disappearance. Detective John sent him a postcard asking if he knew anything, and George responded saying that he knew absolutely nothing. And European correspondents saw him with a young man and a woman wearing a veil. It turned out that this was Dorothy's brother and her mom. They had gone to talk to George and see if he knew anything. They apparently had no luck with George either. And when he returned to the States, he placed personal ads in New York City newspapers begging for Dorothy to contact him, but she never did. And Dorothy's brother actually ran into some reporters on his way back to New York. And for some reason, he told them that he had no idea that she was missing. He said that he had been in Europe on business since November. And mom wasn't at a sanitarium like dad had told the press that she was. She was in Italy, and she actually stayed behind for a bit, hoping that her daughter would come and meet George, but she never did. Despite her family acting super weird, there really wasn't anything to go on here. Nobody knew anything. There were all kinds of ideas like maybe amnesia, or she left to start a new life, or maybe her dad was right. She didn't necessarily disappear from Fifth Avenue. Maybe she was walking home and she came across the wrong person. Another idea is that maybe Dorothy planned her own disappearance. She wanted to be a writer and she'd recently had a manuscript rejected for publication. And when she told her family about this, they ruthlessly mocked her. They weren't very supportive of her aspirations. And she'd written to George about this, and her friend that she visited for Thanksgiving said that she thought that perhaps that mysterious package contained another manuscript of hers which was being returned. So could she have left, either tragically or to go be on her own? Dorothy Arnold hasn't been seen since December 1910, and while tips kept coming in for years afterwards, nothing was ever confirmed, and her disappearance is still a complete mystery.